You're standing at the sink at 6 a.m., toothbrush in hand, half asleep, scrolling with the other. 2 minutes, spit, rinse, on to coffee. It feels like the most modern habit in the world, something out of a toothpaste commercial. But 8 million years ago, somebody in East Africa was doing something eerily similar, and a new study just complicated everything we thought we knew about why. Because teeth don't lie. They're basically diaries, carved by every bite, every scrape, every habit a person ever had. Reading them is quietly rewriting the story of when humans first started caring about their mouths, and it goes back a lot further than that drugstore aisle you walked past this morning. Let's start with the oldest clue. In 1969, researchers digging at Olduvai Gorge, Kenya, found a lower jaw molar labeled O60. It's 84 million years old, and it's not from a modern human. Under a microscope, it showed a deep V-shaped groove cut into the side of the tooth. Anthropologist Peter Ungar and his team said the wear pattern matched something being jabbed between the teeth, over and over, for years. Probably a stick. Maybe a bone sliver. Try holding a splinter between your back teeth for even a minute. Now imagine that being your only tool. For your entire life. Similar grooves later turned up at Dmanisi, in the country of Georgia, on jaws roughly the same age. Paleoanthropologist Anne Margvelashvili called it evidence of regular dental grooming. For decades, this was the go-to answer. Humans have been picking their teeth since before we were even fully human. Case closed. Or so everyone assumed. Here's where it gets messy. In late 2025, an international team published a review in the American Journal of Biological Anthropology. They scanned over 500 teeth from 27 primate species, extinct and living, using 3D scanners and microscopes. Only about 4% of individuals showed those famous grooves. And some of the clearest examples weren't even in humans. They were in an orangutan fossil. Orangutans don't use toothpicks, not now, not ever, as far as anyone knows. So the researchers proposed something less romantic. Some of those toothpick grooves might just be acid damage from years of chewing tough, sour fruit. Not culture. Just diet. So if you were picturing your ancient ancestors as disciplined little flossers, pump the brakes. The oldest hygiene habit in the fossil record might not be a hygiene habit at all. So if toothpicks are shakier ground than we thought, where's the real evidence hiding? Turns out, it's everywhere. You just have to know where to dig. Let's talk about the real evidence. At El Sidrón Cave in northern Spain, researchers led by Karen Hardy analyzed dental calculus, hardened plaque, scraped off Neanderthal teeth, roughly 50,000 years old. Buried inside it, chemical traces of yarrow and chamomile. Both plants are bitter. Both are basically useless as food. But both have been used for centuries as medicine. Hardy's 2012 study, published in the journal Naturwissenschaften, argued this wasn't accidental. Neanderthals carried a gene for detecting bitter compounds, the same one you have right now. They likely knew exactly what they were chewing, and now here's the complication for anyone still picturing grunting cavemen. Ancient Egyptians were already formalizing this into an actual product. The Ebers Papyrus, dated to around 1550 BC, lists a tooth powder made from ox hooves, burnt eggshell, and pumice. Rough stuff, abrasive by design. By the 4th century AD, someone upgraded the formula. A Greek papyrus, now sitting in a Vienna museum, describes rock salt, mint, dried iris, and pepper, mixed into what it literally calls a powder for white and perfect teeth. A dentist who tested a modern recreation described the result as genuinely not unpleasant. That's over 1,500 years before Colgate existed. But here's the part that should make you appreciate your bathroom cabinet. Not every ancient recipe aged well. The Roman poet Catullus, writing around the 1st century BC, mocked a rival for his suspiciously bright smile. His accusation? That the man from the region of Celtiberia in modern Spain followed a local custom of scrubbing his teeth each morning with his own urine. Roman writers treated it as a foreign oddity worth ridiculing in verse. Whether it actually worked is a separate question. Ammonia does have cleaning properties. Nobody is asking you to test that theory, and before you feel too smug. Check the ingredient list on your own mouthwash sometime. Here's the thing. The ancient world had actual dentistry too, not just powders and rumors. In 2012, researchers led by Federico Bernardini scanned a 6,500-year-old jawbone from Slovenia. One canine had a crack, packed tight with beeswax. Radiocarbon dating placed the wax and the tooth at the same age, roughly the same moment in time. The likely reason was pain, the same kind that sends you sprinting to a dentist today. That crack would have exposed the nerve every time the man ate. Someone, possibly the man himself, packed it to make the throbbing stop. It's the oldest known dental filling on record, full stop. And the toothbrush itself? Older than most empires that ever existed. As far back as 3500 BC, Babylonians were fraying the end of a twig into soft, bristle-like fibers and scrubbing with it daily. Egyptian tombs from 3000 BC held the same simple tool, buried alongside their owners. It survives today, almost unchanged, as the miswak, a stick cut from the Salvadora persica tree, still used across parts of Africa and the Middle East. The World Health Organization has formally acknowledged its effectiveness in oral health guidance. Same basic idea as what's sitting in your bathroom cup, just 5,500 years earlier. So here's the thread connecting all of it. Nobody invented dental hygiene once, in one lucky place. It looks a lot more like instinct, pain, discomfort, and bad breath showing up independently. In Africa, in Spain, in Mesopotamia, across a span of nearly 2 million years. Every solution looked completely different. A twig, a plant, a wax, a powder. Even, apparently, urine, but the underlying impulse was the same. Long before we had a word for hygiene, we were already practicing it. Tooth, by aching tooth. So next time you're at the sink, toothbrush in hand, half asleep, remember this. You're not doing something modern. You're doing something ancient, a habit passed down not through instructions, but through the teeth themselves. Drop a comment. If a Neanderthal saw your electric toothbrush, what do you think they'd make of it? Same habit, same ache, just older.